Hey everyone, it's Chris here from Everyday Survival Gear, and today I'm bringing you the Klarus Mini One. A small keychain flashlight that is super easy to EDC because it's like this big. That's what she said. And yeah, so like who wouldn't EDC one of these? It's freaking cool as. Let's get the review started. Alright guys, so in front of me we have the Klarus Mini One. Basically, it's a small keychain light. It fits on your keys pretty easy. Not that much more to know. It would make a pretty good gift considering it's an all-in-one light. It comes with the battery. I think it's a 10180 battery, the really, really tiny ones. I'll show you guys after. And, it comes with a built-in USB charger. And the lid doesn't actually, the friggin' top doesn't actually come off. So, yeah, that's a USB charger there. So I think it'll make a pretty good gift for someone that isn't really into flashlights but that needs one. Like who doesn't need a light? Often I see people using their phones as lights. Why not just grab something small like this? The Mini One was sent to me by Gearbest for review, so I'll leave a link in the description. It's about $15 US. I can't actually get a discount code because I don't know what's going on over there, but like they're not giving me discount codes now, so yeah. It is what it is. So basically we'll go over what it comes with. So you get the battery already installed. You get 2 spare O-rings. You get a mini USB cable. And the instructions. And that's basically it. It doesn't come with a whole lot. Oh yeah, and you get this little keychain attachment part. Doesn't come with a whole lot, but it comes with all that you need to use it as a keychain flashlight. So I actually chose the Klarus Mini One for a review because years and years ago when I first started doing reviews, Gearbest sent me the KeyChain, which is this one here, which is also another keychain flashlight. Both use the same battery. The only main difference besides a little bit of difference in size and design would be the fact that the KeyChain uses a XPG2 and the Klarus Mini One uses a XPG3. And I figured this was the only keychain flashlight that I could find that actually uses a XPG3, so I kind of wanted to do a review on it to see how it performs, because the XPG3 is a tad brighter than the XPG2. So we'll run over the specs. It's a finger-sized mini flashlight, elegant, compact, lithium-ion rechargeable battery included, micro USB charging port, easy to recharge, so fast recharging, only 45 minutes charging needed, no waiting. Cree XPG3 with a maximum output of 130 lumens. Basically, it's meant to have the same output as the KeyChain, but we'll check that out later. Professional optical lens design, even lit floodlight soft beam. So basically, it's using optics, which all these small lights are. I know there's a little bit too much light in the shed right now, but you can see that this has a diffuser over the top of the optics, which makes it look really, really cool if you look at it. I can't really show you guys, but it does look like an awesome light from the front. Dual mode, so it's only got 2 modes, easy to use for daily needs. It's IPX8 underwater to 2 meters at 1.5 meter drop resistance. Aerospace aluminium alloy, CNC machining, and military spec hard anodizing type 3 for anti-abrasive ruggedness. So I got a lot of Klarus lights now, which is pretty funny because before I started reviews I didn't have that many, but now I've got like 5. Sometimes the anodizing is a tad crud. I've had ones where I've dropped before and they've gotten scratched. So far the anodizing on this seems a lot stronger. I've scratched it and it hasn't actually taken off any marks, so that's pretty good. That's like a bonus there, because usually Klarus, their anodizing isn't the best. Alright guys, so basically its size is, its head is 14.9 mils in diameter. Its body is 13.5 mils in diameter, and its overall length is 44 mils. So it is very small. It's 13 grams without the battery. So yeah, if we compare it to the KeyChain, it is lighter, but the Quantum is stainless steel, so you got to keep that in mind. The Mini One is just a little bit bigger, but not by much. You can hardly tell. There are a lot of other like keychain flashlights that look like the KeyChain, which is kind of crap because you kind of want something that looks different. So you know, Mech Army, I think Jet Beam has one, and they pretty much look the same as a Kuyu Quantum SS. So what Klarus has done with the Mini One is that they're kind of gone for their own look. So you know, you can see the optics in both of them, a little bit different. Like, I really like the way that the diffuser looks on top. It makes it look really, really cool. So yeah, so it's good to see that Klarus actually went with their own design and whatnot. You can get the Mini One in stainless steel and titanium, I think. I'm pretty sure it's stainless steel. I definitely 100% know that there is one in titanium. It's got, like, you know, a few key features that are different. Like on the Kuyu Quantum, the keychain attaches to the back here, while on the Klarus it attaches like a typical Klarus light, which lets you towel stand. So that might also come in handy, you know, if you've got your keys on the desk and you want a little bit of extra light, you can just towel stand your Mini One, where with a light like the Kuyu Quantum you cannot. That does come in handy. So as I was saying, the Klarus Mini One uses the XPG3 with blah blah blah, lifespan up to 50,000 hours. Actually, you will get a really good lifespan out of this because it's very underdriven. So it's only at about 130 lumens. It does actually seem brighter than the Kuyu Quantum. When we take it outside, I'll show you guys, but it definitely is a different beam pattern, so it might be a little bit hard to tell. So basically, on high mode, you get 130 lumens. Klarus say it runs for 24 minutes. Its beam intensity is only 217 CD, which only gives you a beam distance of 30 meters. So don't expect too much from this light, but it does do a really good job of lighting up small areas. On low mode, it's 8 lumens. You get 5 hours and 12 minutes of runtime. Its peak beam intensity is only 20 CD, and you only get 9 meters of beam distance. Yeah, so you know, I think a lot of these small keychain flashlights, like this one here, I've also got out the Helios Sigma to compare it to. Oh, sorry guys. So I've also got the Helios Sigma out. They use kind of optics that are a bit throwier to kind of make it appear brighter. But this Klarus Mini One is the real deal. It is actually really bright. Well, not really bright. It's really bright for a keychain flashlight. That's what I should say. Alright guys, now we'll just have a quick look around the light. So a few key features that I like. You know, the color is, they say it's olive. Klarus, I'm not sure if it's really olive because it's a bit too shiny. To me, it kind of, yeah, it kind of looks kind of gold. I'm not sure how it's going to come out on camera, but when I took the photos, it looked kind of gold. So one feature that I really love about the Klarus Mini One is that the head doesn't come all the way off because it's got threads up there too. So, you know, you can take off the head and access the micro USB port while the head stays on. Where with the Kuyu Quantum, that was one of my pet hates, is you had to take the head the whole way off just to access the micro USB. And you know, these heads are pretty small, and let's just say if I was to place this somewhere on my work desk where I'm at right now, I would definitely lose it because there's too many spare parts out here. But if you do want to take the head the whole way off, if you can find those threads, the head does come the whole way off. So you can see that's the driver's side there. It's a simple driver, only 2 modes, twist to activate style light. So it's a twist to activate flashlight. And that's the positive connection there from the battery. So we can put this back together like so, fairly easy. You know, the threads are very well cut, as you guys just seen. Like, they go on super easy. We can wind it back down. And that's low mode there, I guess, low and then high. So yeah, very easy light to use. You can take the battery out, which I don't think Klarus really feels that you need to, but you can. But then again, if you take the battery out, it's kind of pointless because you can't charge it in any other charger except for this one, unless you got a hobby charger. So here's the battery here, lithium ion 10180. 3.7 volts at 0.26 kilowatts. It doesn't actually have a milliamp hour rating on it, and I did try to do a milliamp hour test by plugging in my USB meter, but that didn't work because it draws too little current. It does actually have a light when you want to charge it, which I can show you guys. You can see the threads aren't anodized on the towel cap, but that doesn't really matter. But they are cut really well, as you can see. So yeah, super neat little light. I got out my USB here. Alright guys, so I got my battery bank outside so we can get a bit of power to this thing. It should already be full battery, but I'll charge it up before we go outside and take some beam shots. Fits in like so, and you can see it's got a red light when it charges, and that turns to green once it's fully charged. I thought it was full, but maybe not. So that's pretty much it. I do also have the Helios Sigma to compare it to, which is a really cool looking light. You know, polished stainless steel when it's got the tritium in there and all. So yeah, so we'll compare all these lights and see how they go against each other. Alright guys, so now we're outside with the Klarus Mini One on low mode. So this is 8 lumens. You know, we're pretty close to these chairs, I know, but it is a small KeyChain flashlight and that's what it's meant for. Up close work. So to those last chairs over there and to the fence is about 5, maybe 6 meters away, so that's not too bad. It puts out quite a lot of light on its low mode. Definitely brighter than 8 lumens, that's for sure. We'll move somewhere else and see how it does on this low mode. Alright guys, and that's lowest mode on all the way to the fence, so 8 lumens. I can see it lighting up the fence and lighting up the chair over there. It'll be a little bit hard for you guys, but we'll change the high mode now. And there we go, that's high mode, 130 lumens. Pretty good actually. You know, for such a small tiny light, it does a really good job. We are a little bit closer to the fence than usual, but that's because, you know, it is such a small light. To the clothesline over there, you know, you can see we're still pretty far away. Lights up the whole yard, which is pretty cool from such a small light. You know, you can see the beam is super wide. Although it's not the brightest on the edges, it is really wide, and it is very soft. So we'll go over here, we'll go to the tree, and that's a tree which is about 10-12 meters away, which is super cool. More than enough light for a KeyChain flashlight. We'll try one more spot. Alright guys, this is on my back veranda on the slowest mode, 8 lumens. So you can see it lights up the whole veranda. Pretty good. Pretty damn good, I should say. And there we go, high mode. Makes it look like daytime. And because the clothesline broke, the clothes now gets hung out here. Yay, have to get that fixed soon. Very important. Really good job. Alright guys, so now we've got the KeyChain Quantum on to the right here. This is the KeyChain Quantum, and to the left we've got the Klarus Mini One. So straight up, you know, you can see there is a difference. They're both equally just as bright, but the Klarus definitely has a more spread out beam, which is what I was talking about inside. If we angle it a little bit more to where there's a bit more room, you can see it there that the Klarus does light up a wider area. Output wise, they're pretty similar. I think the Klarus is just a little bit brighter, because when I checked the amperage, the Klarus was running at a higher amperage. Tint wise, I think the KeyChain Quantum looks a bit more neutral compared to the Klarus Mini. One thing you know to keep in mind here is that, like, the batteries in these lights are super small, so once you drain it past 50%, you know, you lose a lot of power because most of their output is already gone. So keep that in mind to keep these batteries charged. Alright, we'll try the next light next. Alright guys, now we've got the Helios Sigma on. To the right, I can see the tritium glowing. There we go. It's pretty cool. And we've got the Mini One to the left. So you can see here, although the Helios Sigma does have a different beam pattern and it is a throwier beam, that the Mini One does outshine it pretty easy. Tint wise, I guess the Helios Sigma has a pretty similar tint to the KeyChain Quantum, because they are very similar built lights, like pretty much the same driver and same LED and optics and stuff. I think, you know, we can compare the Klarus Mini One to my regular KeyChain EDC, the Nightcore tube, and see how it does. Sorry, Nightcore tip. The Nightcore tip, and see how it does. Just to show you guys that that's just the Helios Sigma by itself. and that's the Klarus Mini One. So you can see the Mini One is definitely a lot brighter. Alright guys, so very last test, I got my night core tip on its highest mode, so what's that, like 300 odd lumens, 380 lumens I think, and we'll put the Mini One onto the side and see how it does. So there's the Klarus Mini One, and there's the night core tip on the highest mode. So you can see, like, although the tip is brighter, the Klarus still puts out a lot of light, even compared to a KeyChain flashlight that is, I would say, about 3 times the size. So it does really well. Cool. It's actually very interesting. Alright guys, this has been Chris from Everyday Survival Gear, bringing you the review of the Klarus Mini One. I hope you enjoyed the review, and as always, like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.